Working on cross. Oh, he just worked him. He worked him again, and then he slammed it down.
The Baby Jokic, the pride of Turkey. One of the fastest rising stars in the league, Alperen Sengun. This guy is a monster, a defensive nightmare.
Yes, it has.
Played well. Oh, no!
In just his third year, Sengun has been dropping Jokic numbers. He's a baller. He's bullying people in the paint like he was in the league for decades. The funny thing is, basketball was not even Sengun's first sport. He even almost didn't get drafted into the NBA. Join us in unraveling the life of Alperen Sengun, from a scrawny kid from Turkey to the NBA. Stay until the end of the video to know how he begged his father just to join the NBA. In the streets of Giresun, in the vibrant spirit of Turkey, in 2002, a young prodigy was born. Giresun is a district of the capital of Turkey, Istanbul. This city is like straight out of the museum. Magnificent architecture, boisterous fish markets, and laid-back shops. And did you know what's popular in Giresun? Sports. Big sports city. Well, the Turkish culture embraced sports. And coming from a family greatly influenced by sports, Sengun's future was set. From the moment he was born, he was a prodigy. Well, indeed, he was a prodigy. But it's not the sport you were thinking of. He was not a prodigy in basketball. He was a prodigy in swimming. Yes, swimming. His parents wanted him to be a professional swimmer. They enrolled him in a swimming class, and he was good at it. But the young Sengun knew what he wanted to be from the get-go. Seeing his brother play the game, Sengun fell in love with basketball. And falling in love with it was an understatement. He became obsessed. At just the age of 8, he was already honing his basketball skills, and he improved at a legendary rate, just getting better every summer. And after all those hours of dominating in the backyard and in the streets, Sengun started his pro basketball career in the youth system of Giresun University, where he spent 3 years playing ball, learning all the fundamentals from his coaches. By the time he was 12, his coaches knew he was special. His basketball IQ was off the charts. He knew that in order to chase his NBA dreams, he needed to transfer to a city where major basketball programs are offered. And that city was Bandırma. Sengun spent his teenage years in Bandırma, just getting better and better every single year. In 2018, Sengun signed with his very first professional club and has become one of the greatest young prospects not just in Bandırma, but all over Turkey. In his first season with the Bandırma Kırmızı of the second division of the Turkish First League, Sengun played for 29 games. And scouts and coaches saw shades of Hakeem with his prolific footwork. He's a full-packaged modern big man with an unmatched ceiling. Sengun eventually won the Turkish Basketball Junior League Championship and the league's MVP. At the age of 16, he was a champion and the best player in his league. With Sengun dominating the local competition, Sengun then set his sights on the international leagues, joined the Turkish U18 national team, and competed in the FIBA Champions League. Sengun's exceptional abilities soon caught the attention of Ahmet Gürgen, a youth coach at Besiktas JK, one of Turkey's most prominent basketball clubs. Gürgen recognized Sengun's potential and invited him to join Besiktas' youth academy in Bandırma. At Besiktas, Sengun flourished under the guidance of the experienced coaches and was surrounded by fellow aspiring basketball stars. He quickly rose through the ranks, showcasing his versatility, post-up prowess, and exceptional passing ability. In 2019, Sengun made his professional debut for Besiktas' senior team, becoming one of the youngest players in the Turkish Basketball League, or TBL. Despite facing seasoned veterans, Sengun held his own, averaging 9.2 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game, demonstrating his maturity and readiness for the highest level of competition. Sengun's impressive performances in the TBL caught the attention of NBA scouts, who recognized his unique blend of size, skill, and basketball IQ. What's more impressive is that Sengun led his team to a championship. Having this experience at age 18 was like a gold mine for NBA scouts. Sengun has no choice but to make a decision. Stay at Europe and build a winning dynasty at Turkey, his home, where he was most comfortable, or leave his home, go out of his comfort zone, and compete against the best players in the world. Sengun was dominating. He's the best player in his country, and everybody around him wanted him to stay, including his father, who wanted him to achieve great things in Turkey. But Sengun was not content with staying home. He wanted to play against the best in the world. He begged his father to let him leave home, and on the day he won the championship, he declared for the 2021 NBA Draft, entering the pool of talented prospects vying for a spot in the world's most prestigious basketball league, shocking everyone around him. At age 18, he was standing 6 feet 9 inches tall, and his numbers might deceive you because his high level of play can be seen by the true baller out there, and the NBA scouts knew his value and knew his potential. His scouting report revealed a high level of praise from the scouts, saying that Sengun's mentality was at its highest level, having to compete at such a young age. One quote said that he just knows the ball, he's disciplined and loves to work. His work ethic can match anyone in the NBA, and picking him in the lottery means gambling on that high ceiling and hoping that he improves. Well, for those who are keeping track, yes, this player is absolutely worth the gamble. On the night of the 2021 NBA Draft, though, on his first night in the league, Sengun faced the reality of the league. It was all about business. While many mock draft boards predicted Sengun to be in the lottery, the Turkish powerhouse fell to the 16th pick when he got picked up by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Many thought that this was the steal of the draft, and they had not even seen Sengun play yet in the NBA. But just as Sengun thought he was going to Oklahoma, news was received that the rebuilding Houston Rockets decided to take the gamble and traded for him for 2 first-rounders. That's a lot of value for someone that you've not even seen play yet. In fact, Sengun back then did not even know how to speak English. But the Rockets took the gamble as Sengun suited up and flew to Houston. He later revealed that he's glad he was traded to the Rockets because his friends told him that Oklahoma is so boring. Well, H-Town is a great place to start. Well, it's time to get to work. Alperen Sengun dreamt of this moment, to play against the best players in the world. But as a rookie who was raised in Europe, it would have to take time to adjust in the NBA and in America, right? Well, not for Sengun. He faced his adversities and played great basketball. In his debut game in 2021, he posted 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. He stuffed the stat sheet. The Rockets liked what they saw from Sengun as they continuously gave him minutes. But the Rockets that season sucked. They're in full rebuild mode. It was a season to give way to their rookies, to give them time to improve, and to give them the confidence to play in the brightest lights. Sengun averaged 9.6 points and 5.5 rebounds in his rookie year. Honestly, not bad for a backup rookie center. But the people around him knew what he was going to do that summer. You guessed it, he went back to the lab and put up some muscle. He was even working out with the dreamer, Hakeem Olajuwon, the Rockets legend. And by his sophomore year, the Rockets knew they had found a stud. His numbers ballooned, his footwork has improved, and not to mention his insane vision while in the post. He's become the modern-day big man the Rockets wanted him to be. He was crazy efficient from the field, shooting at a 55% clip. Sengun's minutes jumped from 20 minutes per game in his rookie season to 28 minutes per game in his second year. He averaged 14.8 points per game, an impressive 9 rebounds, and 3.9 assists per game. But Sengun does not plan to stop there. With the Rockets deciding to end the full rebuild mode, they made offseason moves that can bring back the winning culture in H-Town. They signed former Celtic head coach Ime Udoka and some star power in Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. No one has thought that this Rockets team could win games. Well, they are wrong. And for Sengun, this was his best summer. When he entered the league, he was registered as 6'9", but last summer, he revealed that he had a growth spurt and is now 6'11". With him putting up some muscle, his frame can now go toe-to-toe with some of the greatest big men in the league. And just 10 games in his third year, NBA fans knew it was going to be a special year for Sengun. In his second game, he dropped 31, 9, and 6 against the Los Angeles Lakers. And just a week after that, 30, 13, and 5. Does this number remind you of a certain someone? Yes, Jokic. And Jokic was not even this good in his third year. Sengun was just a master in the paint. His footwork has gone from elite to exceptional. His post-up moves are hard to guard. He can shoot, he can pass, or he can just get past you with a quick first step for an easy basket. He was a nightmare to guard. Right now, Sengun is averaging over 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. And the most important thing is that he's helping the Rockets find that winning groove. It's exciting to see what more this young man can offer. Can he be the centerpiece for the Houston Rockets? Is he a lock to be a future All-Star? Let us know what you think in the comments down below, and as always, thank you for watching.